Let's go. Now everybody king, now everybody king. Somebody better let them know the most let it ring. Now everybody king, now everybody king. Somebody better let them know the most let it bang. Bang, bang, now let it bang, bang. Fuck around, I'll kill the little rap king. Bang, bang, now let it bang, bang. Fuck around, I'll kill your little rap king. Now everybody king, now everybody king. Somebody better let them know the most let it ring. Now everybody king, now everybody king. Somebody better let them know the most let it bang. Bang, bang, now let it bang, bang. Fuck around, I'll kill your little rap king. Bang, bang, now let it bang, bang. Fuck around, I'll kill your little rap king. Damn, homie. Before most dropped, you was the man, homie. I seen you in the flesh and then you ran, homie. The tough talk, I just don't understand, homie. What the fuck happened to you? The cold beat CrossFit and you never on your pivot. I do this independent and stuck right on the pivot. Fuck these rapping niggas, see I ain't dapping niggas. I hit the dab on niggas. They all playing the game. Yes, I'm the ace of spades. I did my cards right and I ain't playing your games. I'm in the B.I.G. lane. Ain't nobody in my lane. Numero uno, fat boy, go sumo. Blow out this world. I told him I'm from Pluto. No heart, I'm frozen. I'll be the explosion. Don't make me knock on your door just to pay you a visit. Add bullets, pippin'. I chill it like my name is Zippit. The evolution is here. The bright future is here. The rap tutor is here. The beard is in the air. And I ain't come to play on man track. They can't touch me. My flow sick to the damn threat. These niggas pussy in the flesh, they them a 10 packs. These niggas living off me, time to file my damn tax. King Most, King Most, King Most, King Most.
Hey, what's good? It's your boy, King. You already know what time it is. Yo, so again, we got another special edition. I don't got my co-host with me, Key, with me. Unfortunately, my state is in a state of emergency. Half of the state is evacuating right now. We got Hurricane Florence coming through. It's gonna hit our base of location really hard. So please pray for our state, for our people that are left behind that can't make the evacuation. So I want you guys to take a time to just take a little prayer and just pray for our state a little bit, and you know, hopefully we get through this. And for the outcome afterwards, you know, if anybody can help or, you know, lend their services, please, we're going to need it because it's going to be devastating out here. So again, pray for our home, pray for our people. Shout out to North Carolina, shout out to Virginia, shout out to South Carolina. These are all places that's going to be affected, but landfall is in Jacksonville, North Carolina, and that is the base of our location. So therefore, Key is evacuated. He is on his way to Georgia. So shout out to Key. Hopefully we can get him in once he's ready and settles down. If not, we send all our love and our best and safe travels for Key. Again, I am in a hotel right now for our safe services. Me and my man, we came to a hotel that is brick, and so we came for our safety as an evacuation procedure as one of the drop-off locations. It is scary, guys. I am naturally a city boy, so I'm not used to these hurricanes and stuff like that. But we're gonna make do. You know, we still got a show to get into. We still got stuff to get, you know, ourselves going, and you know, we're gonna make it do for what it do. Now, I see Marquise hasn't been able to come through yet, so we're just gonna get on with the show. You already know what time it is. It's the Royal Couch with who? Key and King. Key, and King. I, Key and King. Key, and King. I, Key and King. Key, and King. I, Key and King. Key, and King. When I tell you that this mixtape is coming, I promise you guys. No, but Shout out to Dig the Kicks. As you see me wearing, and we have been wearing all these past episodes, this is our sponsor, Dig the Kicks. You all know her from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. She is going out with Moniece, who is also a fan favorite. Shout out to Moniece and AD. So yeah, she sponsors the show. She has a clothing line. It is amazing, guys. From sweatshirts to t-shirts to hats to shoes to shorts, pants, jogging shoes, sweatsuits. She got it all. So I just need y'all to go to Dig the Kicks, DTK.com. And in that promo code, before you make that purchase, type in Royal. And on us, we're giving you 15% off. So again, make sure you type Royal in the promo code before you go and purchase your item so you can get 50% off of your item. Here we go. We got my brother, my partner in crime. Let's get it started here. I'm so excited. Let's see. I've been worried, and we've been in communication all day, just making sure that he's been okay. Just see if we can try to get him on board and see if we can get. But we got an amazing show today. Like, we got Corey Broadway. I know y'all know Broadway. I know y'all been. He just came out with a single with Dondre Nicole. It's called Crush. Dope. I know y'all been waiting to see him and waiting to hear what he got going on. So I'm excited to have him. We got Raheem Brazil. Y'all know him from About Him, Kaleidoscope. The series. Hey, my partner. How you doing, bro?
I'm okay, guys. I'm happy to see y'all. Sorry I can't be with my brother. You know, we under hurricane. I just made it to Georgia. I'm at my uncle's house right now. Traffic is crazy, so if y'all are trying to go to Georgia, be careful. Traffic is beyond crazy. Roads look pretty clear. It's a couple accidents, but it looks like everybody's a little blessed, you know, giving a little judge. So we all good. I miss you, but I'm okay.
I miss you too. I'm so glad you're safe. And I was explaining to them that, you know, our basis of our location is in Jacksonville, where the hurricane is going to hit. And we're sad for our community, our family, our friends that are still back there, because this is going to be something serious and something that we haven't experienced before.
This is a new category. This is the first time Jacksonville has a mandatory evacuation. And like I said yesterday, I don't know if anybody watched my live yesterday. If you out there, you're able-bodied and you're gonna stay there, and you have elderly people around, you got kids that are around you, single mothers, even single fathers, or if you just know somebody that may need some help them. This is the time you do that. You know, we out here, we are one world, so let's be all one family. Make sure you're helping out everybody, because it's a terrible time. We've seen what happened to Katrina. We do not want another episode. Let's all band together and make sure we all good. That's all I gotta say.
Exactly. And, you know, Jacksonville, guys, for you guys that don't know, is surrounded by beaches. It's a lot of water. It's a lot of it's a lot of, you know, ponds, lakes, and stuff. And if people don't know about North Carolina, there's a lot of swampland. So, and a lot of these places are built over swamplands and stuff like that. And it's been raining this summer like crazy. So this is why we're so scared. And the state is crazy because the soil is already soaked and moist. So these trees with these 140 miles per hour winds, with these 140 per hour winds, is, you know, they're definitely coming down. So again, make sure y'all just say a little prayer, you know, for the state of North Carolina, Virginia, and South Carolina, which is going to be the most hit. And just, you know, let's just hope we can get through this right now. So if you can, while I got my brother here, let's just, for a couple seconds only, just bow our heads and just give a moment of prayer and for strength and guidance for this moment. Okay, for that mushy stuff now. Now we back in it.
But I just want to go back. I know you having a moment, but you were talking about your Dig the Kicks. I got on the whole suit, y'all, from AD.
Yes.
Dig the Kicks. Get into it. Okay.
Okay. Hello.
Okay. It's right comfortable, y'all. I'm right warm and stuff. You know, the wind is blowing out here in Georgia because of the hurricane. I'm right comfortable. Go ahead, AD. Shout out to AD. Dig the kicks. Like you said, go to the website, type in Royal, you get 15% off. Bruh, you got an amazing show going on right now.
Yes, I got an amazing show. We got
Talk to me about it. What's up?
Broadway, Raheem. We got
No.
King
Broadway
Kane.
to Dondria? Broadway and Dondria Broadway? Broadway, but back then?
Yes,
Yo,
yes, 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 yes,
yo, make sure he sing for me.
yes. And you know I'm gonna get you. I got you.
And then you
I
got
got you.
Raheem Brazil.
Raheem Brazil. I've been excited about this because we was on the Raheem Brazil show. Make sure you
Mhm.
go check out our YouTube to go watch that interview. But now we're gonna interview him, so I'm excited about that. Get into
Get
his
into
judge
that
and
judge.
what he got going
Because he
on.
was trying to get all in ours. Get into that judge. Tell
Hello,
Raheem,
and then King
tell Raheem
Kane.
I'm
You
gonna
know,
keep it too.
chasing Dallas, King Kane. You know, the drama's been around Tony and Mr. King Kane, so I know everybody's waiting for that.
King K, he just was keeping it real. He said, I don't do all of that. We're not gonna do the phony
And
phony.
and so fashion forward, got a
Yeah,
lot going on. He is an amazing. I'm so excited to have everybody on this show. Like honestly, I really am.
we got a good lineup for this season. It's been banging.
It's
So
been
happy. Thank
banging.
everybody who's been supporting, like he said earlier, like, share, post, because we are reaching places everywhere. So if you got something to say, you doing something, holla at the king, holla at the key. Everything will be lavish. Let's do it.
Let's do it. So yes, so let's get into it. We're gonna bring Key back in a little later to see what he got going on, give us some insight and stuff like that. I want to get into the show because I have certain topics. Actually, we can keep Key here because I actually want his standpoint because I wanted to talk about, of course, what everybody's been talking about, and I want to go on this at a different note though because I know everybody's like, oh my God, Nikki fan and this, that, and the third, but what I want to take this because of what our show represents. So we all know and heard that Nicki and Cardi got into an altercation
Right.
at Fashion Week and stuff like that. But what I want to say is this. What I want to say is this. Us as a community, and I'm not talking about the LGBT, us as the minority community, we need to
Mm-hmm.
band together. And what I want to say is not that it justifies anything that about the baby comment or liking, because I do not agree with that at all. I think children, spouses, all of that is out of line, is out, it's below the belt. There's certain stuff. If you have a problem with me, stick it with me. Talk about me, but don't talk about nothing else. But at the same time, I feel like there's a time and place, and I don't feel like two women of ethnic backgrounds should be coming at each other when this
Okay,
is what
ethnic.
everybody else wants. This is what the world looks at us as, and this is what the drama is. And there's one comment that Nikki made on Queen Radio that this is not love and hip hop, and that I agree with. This is not love and hip hop, and I feel like yes, address it, but there's times and places to address it. And if we are rappers, then if you have a problem, let's rap.
Okay. My
But up
standpoint on
to
the
a
situation.
physical altercation, I just think that that was a little too crazy, and I think that it should be better than that. We should be calling that, and that's on both parties. And
Very
I'm a
much so.
Nicki fan. That's on both parties.
I will have to totally, and honestly, because y'all know how me and my brother do. He's hardcore Nicki. I love me some Cardi. I also love Nicki. I'm hardcore Nicki too, but my brother is hardcore Nicki. So it gets a little deep when we have our conversation. But prior to this week, I was telling him, I get it. Cardi, you had every right to do this because she supposedly has tried to talk to Nicki, and it hasn't gotten anywhere. So now this is what happened. But still, at the end of the day, I still feel like there is a time and place for everything. um, it was very unprofessional, and I think it was a bad look on both parties, point blank, period. Regardless of what happened or what the situation is, y'all are two grown women in this game that are working the same industry. Get it together. That's all I got to say about it. Because everything in fashion was terrible. That was just
Right.
between
And
and I don't care how mad you get at somebody. Real, if you a real bitch, you a real bitch. You don't have to do all of that. That's
you
all I
don't.
got to say.
And that, what you said, that you told me that when we had a conversation, and that is one thing I definitely agree with. When you that bitch, there's certain stuff that you do not have to do. Now, I do want to address though that I understand and this is coming on the opposite side because y'all know I'm a diehard Nicki. I understand Cardi B because when you're in that momentum and you see the person and you got this in your mind and the people are in your ear and these are not just you and me where it's one or two people, maybe a friend might be throwing some tea or giving sharing some shade, but this is thousands and thousands of people in their ears.
It's
dangerous. You feel me? And don't sleep on these Cardi B fans because these Cardi B fans are reckless too. So my whole thing is, with all this stuff going on, I feel like they fed into the drama of the fans, and that's what I don't like.
That's exactly, you said it right there. Both of y'all are in control of these two groups. Both of y'all are in control of what goes on. And like I said, if you're a real bitch, it should not happen. Y'all should put out a better and a more positive image for what's going on. Don't even have people out here thinking that. If I was Nicki or Cardi, if I see a like or a post and I feel like it's going to get to an area where it shouldn't get, I'm going to hit my girl up, Cardi. I didn't mean it like that. You know that. You know this is what it is. Or Nicki, vice versa. I didn't mean it like that. It should not have gotten this deep for her to have to jump, throw, or shoot, or whatever what happened. It just was too much. When we out here and look at what's going on right now, Trump in the office acting retarded. People
and that's what I'm saying. This is what I don't like, the fact that, we already have a bad reputation, and as the ratchet ghetto ones. And I just don't want this to be an image of, because this is blocking your bag. And not only is this blocking your bag, we have came so far. And there's no need to keep showing these people, especially at the environments, because it shows that you can't behave and you don't know your surroundings. Don't get me wrong. We're not the only ones that fight. Everybody fights, you know what I'm saying? But there's a time and place. And that's where I'm saying, be mad, do what you got to do. But I think it should have been more of a rapping thing and less of a physical thing. And again, with Nicki, if I don't know, because I wasn't there and I haven't seen the tweet or the Instagram post that she liked. But if it is true, and if it is that if somebody in her camp or somebody has done something to do something about her child, then that's something that I cannot condone as well. And regardless if I love her or not, I love her enough to tell her that she's wrong in something like that. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't stop me from listening to her music, because I love Cardi B. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say just as much, but it's like, what it's like? It's not that Candy, Mike Will, Candy, I believe his name is, he had said something, and he was like, I love both of them, but I can't love Cardi more than Nicki, because I knew Nicki longer. And you think about it like that, like how somebody, and sometimes people grow, but it's like you can't take away what, the years I spent with somebody because I like somebody else, and I kind of, related with that, where it's like, I love them both, but, I've had Nicki and I've loved Nicki for a lot longer. So I have my loyalty there, but at the same time, Cardi is that bitch. You feel me?
I mean, at the end of the day, you can't, a favorite is a favorite for a reason. It's the end of discussion. You know what I'm saying? That's your fave. You're going to go for your fave, like point blank period. Just like you said, Nicki's your fave, but there's certain things that she did within the situation that you don't condone, but that's still your fave. You love her music. You love her singing. So, like, that's, granted, that's fine. Like, but there's some people that don't even have all of this, and y'all still running up. Y'all are making it worse. Let it go. It's all on people's Facebook. It's jokes and comments.
Let these women breathe. Let Cardi enjoy her motherhood. Let Nicki enjoy her new release of her album. Like let it go, because what we are doing, what's crazy is we love Biggie and Tupac, and now we only can remember them. Why? Because it was so caught up in this beef and all of this stuff, and now we can't even. You know what I'm saying? But now I don't want that to be now, where we're so caught up and wrapped up in this beef and so happy and yay, beef and this, that, and the third, whoop her ass. And then we're going to be mad and sad when somebody dies, when it gets to that level, because it's not our life. This is real for them. You feel me? So I wanted to stop.
I got a tap. Are y'all listening? That was deep. Did you hear what he said? Biggie and Pac, it got so deep. And look, we can't even do nothing but talk about them. We can't listen to them. Ain't no new records, ain't nothing.
You know,
She
we
got
have to
that back.
remember, and it's sad. It's sad. It's sad. So starting from here, and that's why I'm so happy with our show that we promote so much positivity.
Right.
So shout out. What I want to say is shout out to both Nikki and Cardi. I wish y'all both much success. Keep
Exactly.
breaking. Y'all both breaking records. So keep
Okay.
breaking records because y'all doing stuff that these guys are not doing. So keep this womanhood up and in power. And you know what? There's room for all of y'all to be on top. Hello. So talking about everybody on top, I want to give a shout out to, before we get on with the interviews, I want to give a shout out to Dream Doll because baby, Life in Plastic 2, from start to beginning, every song, amazing. I mean, this is a dope ass album.
I have played bundles 87 times already. I've counted. I'm waiting to get to 100. I played bundles 87
Did you see the video?
I have not. I've been running back and forth with all this going on.
Right. Watch that video. She gives you Dream Doll. Honestly, shout out because this album is everything. For real. You give me everything I need. For real. So shout out to Dream Doll and all these other female rappers coming up. But thank you for having this discussion with me. Let's talk to you later and get on with these interviews.
You and me must never part. I love you. You're going to do great. Tell everybody I say hello, and I will be in the comments if I'm not helping people move stuff around. But I'll be here in spirit if I'm not in the comments. I love you guys. See my brother right. I know where y'all live at. All right, y'all. Love y'all.
All right. All right. So that was my brother, Key. We miss him. But now we're going to bring on Broadway, get on with these interviews, and get started with the show. I'm so excited to have Broadway on. I've been following him for a very long time. Hey, what's going on?
What's good?
How you doing, man? Look, before we get started, I just want to say I'm so excited to have you. I've been following you for a long time, and I don't know if people know, but you've been an internet and a sensation for a long time before it was even popular.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you being one of the first, icons to go viral, to be honest with you, so
before viral was even viral.
Exactly, like a million views and all that. So I'm so excited. I know my co-host, shout out to Key, who is not here. He had to evacuate because of our we both had to evacuate, but we're in different locations. But he loves you as well and is excited and actually sad that he couldn't be here.
Man, I appreciate this opportunity. Thank you for having me. So
of course.
This is a really big time, for me and Dondria. So, everybody's been waiting for this.
Yes, I'm excited. So, before we get started, can you hit everybody with your social media where they can find you and your music?
My social media, you can hit me on Instagram as DATBOY Broadway, and you can also follow me at on YouTube where the match is going to be happening pretty soon at HOTTLIKE Broadway. So those are two main situations I'm on.
Okay, cool. Look, so we had Dondria on the show as well, and this was a great time. So, and I kind of had she kind of gave us a sneak peek that y'all were working, collabing together. So I do know that. But before we get to now, I want to get before and for the people that don't know you, how you got started and how did Broadway say, okay, I'm Broadway and I need the world to know.
Well, this is funny because me and Dondria, we always kept in contact through MySpace. You can tell how long that was.
Yeah.
So we always kept in contact through MySpace. So she was in college at the time. Well, we actually both were in college, but I was just like check on her every now and again. But we grew up together, but I didn't know that she could sing.
Wow.
Yeah. So I went and I scrolled down, just being nosy. And I scrolled down, and I saw like the very first video I saw of Dondria singing was Sierra Promise.
Mm-hmm.
So I clicked on it. I said, hold on, wait a minute. wait a minute, hold up. We gotta get in the studio. We have to do a record. So I scroll and I look, and there's more videos. And I actually click deeper, and I go to the YouTube page. And man, it was just, I was like this. I was like, where'd she come from? Where did she come from? Like,
Right, because that voice is serious.
man, I was like, she was like, and the little neck rolling this. I was like, oh, okay. So I hit up and I was like, hey, look, we have to do a song together. So we actually end up doing a song called Love Affair.
Okay, yes, we all know Love Affair.
Yeah, we that was the very first duet song that we ever did, and I knew right then that our voices would mesh well together because vocally we like vocal twins. Just she's a female version, of myself, and I hit up. We got in the studio. We used to be in the studio to about 7 in the morning, just cutting stuff. It was whether it was dope or not, we were just cutting it. So a lot of people don't know that. So when we did the record, and then I was like, hey, look, how about let's do a YouTube video and see, because I knew she had all these views, but like I didn't think everybody was gonna be receptive to me. You know what I mean? I didn't think that people was gonna like my vocals or whatever. So we got on there. The very first video, I think it was, we did My Love Is the Shit. So we got on there and we did that, and then like the next day, like my whole social media was just like blowing up. I was like, whoa, like I couldn't even sustain. I was kind of like, what's going on? Like, so at that moment, we kind of packaged ourselves as a duo,
right?
But, like unknowingly, and then like a few months later, she gets a call from Jermaine Dupri, and like when she called me, she like, hey, who this sound like? Who this sound like? I'm like, I'm shaking too. I'm like, who? Like I'm like, that sound like Jermaine Dupri. And she was just kind of like, yeah, man. She said, I don't know, I can't believe it, because knowing Dondra, thing about Dondra, she don't answer numbers. She don't. She don't answer.
Yeah, we spoke about that too. She talked about that call. She said that she actually missed it the first time because she didn't believe him at first. Right. So you know what I mean. So we talked about that. Go ahead.
She needed a little bit of confirmation. So I was like, yeah, that's Jermaine Dupri. It sounds like JD. You know what I mean? I said, you should hit him back. And she hit him back, and then like later, like maybe like a couple months later, she was in the ATL. So man, like this has been a journey. Me and Dondra, like our chemistry is amazing.
Yes. Oh my God, yes.
And when we sing together, like we used to do the freestyles off the top of the dome, like on like nobody was doing that. Nobody really still doing that. You know what I mean? So I told Don, I said, look, we doing the EP and everything. We need to go back to the mud. We need to go back to where we first our whole situation was born. So that's YouTube. So now we're trying to figure out and cultivate a plan on how we're gonna let our viewers, our subscribers and our fans and our supporters know, like, hey, look, we back and we doing this for real. Like this, this is what we're doing. So we in the midst of that right now. But man, I don't know if she told you, but we finished the EP in like a week.
Well, that's a lot of, what that is though. That's history, experience, friendship.
Yeah.
A committed. It's like being committed in a committed relationship without the whole, boyfriend girlfriend aspect of it, but just having that bond with somebody. I feel like something like when I heard Crush. And I don't want to get too deep into it because I have some more questions before we get to Crush. But when I heard Crush, though, it seemed like what it gave me was that old R&B feel where back in the day, that 90s era where you're just like, okay, I'm feeling it. It kind of gives you flashbacks in your head of your own experiences and stuff like that. And that's what that music gave me. And you don't get too much of that nowadays. A lot of it now is just like, oh, let me do this and do that. But that really told me a story, which was dope, which is what we're missing in music nowadays.
Exactly. And when we did, like, just to touch really quick, when we did it, it was you know, it's a feeling that you get, and the feeling is like, yeah, this is the one. Like, you know, like when you put that pen to that pad and you hear it back when you hear the finished product, like you know that's one of the ones. And the feeling that it was so nostalgic. I was like, yeah, oh yeah, like we need to bring this R&B back. This type of R&B. Well, we actually talking about something.
Right, where we actually talk about stuff. Hello. So okay, so bring me back to, okay, so you go viral and everything's out there. What is that moment like now facing the world and you kind of having that name for yourself? What is that experience like?
It's you know, it's like you have to keep up, because now going viral back then was so easy. I'll put a video up. I'll put a video up like the night before, and then the next day it'll be 30,000 views. You know what I mean? Right now we kind of like we have to prove ourselves now, because now we have the younger kids, you know, the Vines, the Instagrams, they, you know, taking over, and it's kind of still hard to get, you know, to get up there on viewage wise, but like you just got to keep coming with the content. Like, I would do 6 videos a day
Mm.
because I had no life. I would do, I would get off of work, and everybody who knew me knew that I had this damn DHL shirt on. It was like yellow and red. I didn't
I know
have,
the
I didn't,
detail, yes. Package service.
I didn't really have time. I didn't want to change. I wanted to get right to it. You know what I mean? I wanted to most definitely just record videos, because at that time it was a it was passion. It was a passion to see the responses. You know, I'm gonna be real. When I first got on there, I wasn't receptive to a lot of responses. Like, oh, you know, you look like, somebody called me Elephant Man. I'm like, okay, well, you know what I mean. But I'm just like, and I will respond back, your mama. But I knew
Your
like,
clapbacks. Your clapbacks.
but I didn't know then what I know now. And when you get online, anybody can be who they want and they can say what they want. So, you know, I had to be like, okay, well, just overlook that. You know, look towards the fans that really actually come back here week after week, day after day, to see you
Right.
do what you do. And it was an amazing feeling. It's still an amazing feeling. I didn't know it was real until people started stopping me in the street.
What is that like?
Not just in my own hometown. I was I was still kind of like, everything was still surreal to me. So I was like, I go to Atlanta, I go to Lenox, and people stopping me. This little girl was literally in tears walking up to me, and her mom had come over and tap me on my shoulder. She's like, "Hey, baby, my, you know, her mama didn't know. She was like, my daughter seems to know you from the internet. Do you mind taking taking a picture with her?" I was like, yeah, of course. In my mind, I'm like, why? I still didn't grasp the whole internet sensation. I didn't grasp the whole, like, what this YouTube had done for me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Even to this day, even from living from here to LA to Dallas, like, I still get the same love. And even Don, even with her record, people still singing that. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
you ain't lying. Yes, we
People
are.
still singing that record, because when you have timeless records like that, you can never forget that.
She's a classic. And you know what's crazy is what I love though is that y'all produces this music, but it's a time where you guys where and don't take offensive, but where underground music is really on top. More so than mainstream music. And that's because of social media. So I can see that it can be really a lot harder to go viral and for people to accept your music now because there's so many people doing it. But at the same token, I do feel like you get a better response when you do go viral at this time now because, you don't have to be on you don't have to be a Beyonce in order to get your music heard nowadays, or
Right.
for you to be loved. Like you said, you know, this girl was crying. And I know people that if they would meet you, once they heard that you was coming on the show, was like, oh my God, not bro, you got Broadway, you know what I'm saying? So, and you know, you're a legend in these streets, regardless if you know it or not. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, that leads me to my next question is, being that, you know, what is your next step, and what is the goal that you have to take now that you couldn't take before because times are different?
I mean, I believe that, you know, consistency is key. You keep putting out content, good content, not like some of this BS that you know you hear, you know. But even the BS is making it. It's crazy. But
More so than the real content.
right. Just be out there. Put yourself out there. Like, we was happy go lucky. We was like, we're gonna put a video up in 12 hours, and the next 12 hours we're gonna put up another video. Like, that was just how, you know, we was. We were just so consistent, so at it every day. It was like a task. So I'm gonna just say consistency. When you are consistent with what you do, you will flourish. So I'm taking different steps, being more consistent, because it was a period in time where I got discouraged, and I was like, I don't know, I'm about to be 33 here in a minute.
30, look, black don't crack, baby. I swear. Look, I tell you, you don't look
Hey,
it
man,
at all.
that is crazy, because I'm playing off of that. You know, just to be real, to be real transparent, I'm playing off of that. And I got discouraged. You know, I was like, well, I'm just gonna go back to school and just try to do it when I can, but still kind of,
Right. But it's easy to get discouraged in this industry. Especially now with the way we was just speaking on social media is, and it's so, there's so many people in your field, so I definitely understand that, because I get discouraged as well sometimes, especially, what I do. Let me tell you something. What I do, everybody does. Everybody's a blogger. Everybody's a host. Everybody's a whatever. But what keeps me going is that, I had a conversation with God, and, he was like, ain't nothing nobody can take from you that I have for you. So, and that's what keeps me going, honestly. And that doesn't mean, I'm human. I still get discouraged sometimes, and because I feel like it's a long journey. But at the same time, I'm gonna walk this long journey because I feel like it's worth it, And I see the goal at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, because I didn't see the goal until Dondra was like, "Hey, look." She called me on the phone. She said, "You ready?" I was like, "Ready for what?" She was like, "You ready?" She like, "Nigga, to do this EP." I'm like, yeah. Like, Don, like, I don't know. She be hitting me like out of the blue and stuff. And I just be like, okay, let's do it. You know what I mean? But it's she was like, man, if it wasn't for her, I probably would have fell through the cracks, because I feel like she like, look, you need to be consistent. She holds me accountable.
And that's great, because I would think that keeps you on your toes.
Yeah. And I'm, and people would be like, okay, so how do you feel? Now Dondra then got signed and you didn't. I'm like, I don't feel nothing. I've been supporting her ever since I've been that one dude that's been in that corner when she, had reservations about everybody. You know what I mean? I've been that one dude that, like, hey, look, maybe this person ain't really like that. Maybe, you just kind of worried because now you're in a new place. But I've always been there. People are like, well, you and Dondra talk. Me and Dondra talk every single day. People, just because she signed, people was thinking like, y'all not talking no more. Y'all not friends.
Right.
But every chance we get, we was able, to do some videos together. If I went to Atlanta or she came back here to Dallas, we would do some videos.
That's great. So, Before I do want to let my viewers know, guys, if you do have some comments, some questions for Corey, this is the time to let us know. I did see a few going up. Some people like, "Oh, you're so fine," and different things of that nature. 33 is not so old at all, and stuff like that. But going into talking about fine and people, what is your relationship status? And let the world know. Are you with someone? Are you single? Are you single and
I'm a
mingling or what?
Bay, Bay is music right now. Like Bay is
Hey,
music. I feel like I can't with me, I feel like I can't pursue somebody if I'm not gonna, that just sounds so like, man, um I'm not ready to pursue anybody at this point because
that's
I feel
fine.
like I'm not at a place in my life where I am able to give that time because I'm so head into the, my music or whatever. So at the moment,
At the
babe,
moment.
music.
I know that's right, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. Let me tell you, I'm a firm believer of getting you right before you can, because there's no way you can give somebody something that you don't have for yourself. So get that yourself first, and then pursue and get everything else together. So let's get into a little bit now what's going on now. So let the world know what you got going on now. I know they kept hearing us talk about Crush. Let us know what that is about.
So we just recently put out Crush. I think right now, after a week, it's at 11,000 views on YouTube, which I really don't be knowing how this YouTube stuff go anymore. It's just I just put a video up and just hope it do what it do. But like we have really, 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 really good responses. Everybody loves it. They think it's nostalgic. We actually had a couple reaction videos, which a lot of people that don't know me with Dondre, there's people that do. So we got really good responses from it, and it made me feel good. I think Dondre said we're at 60,000 streams on iTunes, and she said by the end of the week or into next week we should be at 100K streams.
Look at that. Congratulations, man. That is amazing. Like you said, it's hard. So for you to even get that, like 100,000 people, you have to understand that's a lot of people. That's a lot of
Yes.
people that's going to tell somebody else, that's going to tell somebody else, that's going to tell somebody else. So I do want to say congratulations to that.
Thank you.
You kept referring to an EP. Now, I do know, and for our viewers that did watch our Dondria interview, she did speak on it a little bit. But for the viewers that don't know, can you elaborate more on the EP that you're talking about?
Okay, so we're putting out an EP. I know we keep pushing. We want it to be 100% right for you guys. So it was scheduled to come out September, but we're gonna go ahead and drop another gem for y'all instead. We're gonna drop it in October. But the EP is, for all y'all that don't know what the EP is an extended play. It's gonna have 7 songs on it. Like Dondra said in her interview, she said, we got songs where we're doing duets, and we got songs, that we're doing by ourselves because we have to tell our side of the story, like her side and my side. So it's a nice little storyline.
I'm
I'm able
excited
to,
for it.
man, this was amazing, and it just felt so good to just be able to finally, because this is my first rodeo when it comes to putting out my own, well, my second rodeo, but I'm gonna count this as my first because the first one that I did didn't count, but
It counts.
it counted, but it wasn't. It was so much behind it, just management wise. But the EP is a like nice little storyline, but it all started from Shattered.
Okay.
The,
Okay.
the record, the record we put out before everything was Shattered, and it was like, okay, look, we gonna tell a story how this should go, and the stories are relatable, so everybody can relate. So Crush, when you have that your crush and you just don't know what to, say to them, but
Oh yes, yes.
so that's where the people relate to that. People you know how that feels. But this EP is gonna be it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope.
I feel it. Let me tell you something. Just from the one song, like I said, which we're excited for the next song that's coming out. Um, but Crush, like I said, it brought me back to when I used to listen to like I'm a big fan of music. Hey, I'm engaged to a rapper, so you know I love music. But when I heard Crush, it like I said, it brought me back to when I used to listen to music before. Where you remember when you had your Walkman or your CD player, or you used to run and go to the TV on 55 the box or something like that, and you used to go and stand and wait for these videos to come out and wait. That's the mind frame it put me in. You know what I mean? It made me reminisce on stuff in my life that I went through as far as crushes and different things like that. So it was a dope experience, and that's what you want music to do. You want music to kind of transport you into another mindset versus this happy, sad, or in the middle.
Right,
So
right, right.
so I thank you
Man,
for that because it's good quality music, and if for the
I
people have
thank you guys for the support. Like, the support has been unreal. Like with that record, and the next record, we putting out are going to be our solo joints.
oh, can you give us a sneak peek, maybe a name, maybe something?
Well, Dondre, Dondre putting out Stranger. This record called Stranger. Man, I wish I could give you a little sneak peek of that joint. You know.
How about you though? That's what I want to know what you put it up. Look, as I sip my cup.
uh, yeah.
All right. We'll wait. Can we have a deadline of? So is it going to come out in September?
Yes, at the end of September, end of the month.
Okay, so we'll be looking forward to that then. We'll be looking forward to that. I'll make sure that we're linked up. So I want to make sure that I want to listen to that and make sure that I give you the definite promo. I want to share it and stuff like that. So
And
I want to make
the
sure I
record
know.
that I'm putting out is called Breaking My Heart.
Oh,
Nice
breaking
little,
my heart.
nice little pop. You know what I mean? And
So
straight to the
Stranger
point.
and Breaking My Heart. Okay, so I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it, guys. Make sure y'all ready because this is gonna be a banger, I'm sure. And let me tell you something. The support that you get is from the talent that you produce. You hear me? So I want you to know that, stay humble because I love the fact that you're humble. But at the same time, know your strength because like I told you, you're a legend out here. You know what I'm saying? So we know who you are. We supported you, and we continue to support you. So we're
Appreciate it.
excited that you're back and producing music and the quality of music that you're producing. So keep it up, man.
Thank
Um,
you.
I wouldn't be right, and my brother will kill me if I didn't say this before I let you go. Um, Not much, but can you kind of give me a little something, some of your little vocals on something?
I will just right now. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna do it with a little accompaniment here. You know.
Look, go ahead.
I am ready for love. Why are you hiding from me? I quickly give my freedom to be held in your captivity. I am ready for love. All of the joy and the pain, and all the time that it takes just to stay in your good grace. Lately I've been thinking maybe you're not ready for me. Maybe you think I need to learn maturity. They say watch what you ask for, 'cause you might receive. And if you ask me tomorrow, I'll say the same things. I am ready for love.
Woo. Look, you better stop. You got my hand standing, boy. Yes, you better sing.
Look, we're just trying to put
Sing.
out good music. We're just trying to put out good vocals. You know, all you hear these days is auto tune. You know, nobody's really giving a good shed at that. So,
you're right.
yeah.
Let me tell you something. I know my brother is going to flip once he sees this. If he's not watching now, if he is, oh yes, look, he's talking now. Look, he just died. I'm telling you. So thank you so much for this. You honestly keep inspiring, keep doing what you're doing. Please don't stop. And we look forward to your music coming out. And I would love to have you, as you know, after your music drops and the EP drops, I would love to have you back on the show and let's talk about the music on the EP and stuff like that. Maybe we can have you and Dondry on the same episode. That would be great. You know, so let's get that scheduled. But thank you again. Can you let people know your social media? They're asking again before we let you go.
I'm actually type it.
Okay, guys, he is gonna type his social media on the bottom so y'all can go follow him, go support. He is on YouTube, he is on Spotify, he is on Facebook, Instagram,
everything. Ain't no unit, hollering.
Guys, he is typing that. He's going to type all his information down below. So make sure y'all catch it in the comments. I'll see if I can pin it. I'm also, I got another, my friend from the Raheem Brazil show. He has a radio station out in Atlanta. So I'm going to link you guys up too, because he would love to interview you as well for his show.
Awesome. That'd be dope. Appreciate it.
Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna link y'all guys up and see if we can get something going with that.
Okay.
Okay, guys, so it's down here below. I'm gonna pin the comment. That's his social media, guys. So thank you again, Broadway. We look forward to your music. Shout out to you, and just keep it shining, man. Keep it going, for real.
Appreciate it. Appreciate y'all giving me the opportunity to be on you guys' platform.
Thank you so much. Hey guys, so that was Broadway. That was so amazing. Did y'all hear those vocals though? This is what I'm talking about, I believe, you know. So this is why I have the people that I have on my show, because these are people that are amazingly talented. These are people of color. These are people of just that beats all stigma, and I love it because this show is about support and showing that we are able and how good God is, baby. Woo. Before we have Raheem come up here, I am gonna have see if I could bring back our co-host. Raheem, make sure your phone is sideways, and baby,
Listen, I can only do this for 2.5 because I'm in the car. I don't want the show to be all wackety doo doo with the wind blowing in the window. Broadway, if you can see this, bro, if you can see me, bro, I am a true fan. I appreciate it. I don't even know what to say, y'all. I'm good. That's all I had to say, bro. I can't. We just keep getting the greats. Like I can't. And then you about to have Raheem on the show? I can't. Why did you do it to me tonight? Why?
Oh, I'm excited.
I'm just saying I always miss the people I want to see.
Well, you know, we're gonna have them back because these are all our friends now.
Yo, much respect to Broadway, yo. You've been around for a long time. I heard the interview, very great. And like you said, it's weird because he really did. Him and Dondre back in the y'all broke the internet already before people were talking about viral. That hashtag is real. Before viral was viral, they were viral. Like, so shout out to that, y'all. Just props, mad support.
That's
I
why I
love
say
you,
they
Broadway.
legends in these streets.
Yes. But go ahead.
Yes.
I don't want to interrupt the show. I just had to throw that in there real quick. Keep doing your thing. Love you, mean it. Bye-bye.
Let's see if we can get Raheem on the show. And then after Raheem, we have King Kane, which I know we're waiting for.